Yeah, I mean, you're playing, a Big East team. You're playing Providence, who won the Big East last year and is reloaded and ready for another big run. We competed. Proud of the group that as we got going in the game, it took us a little while to just get our life and our energy. Probably the first 8 or 9 minutes where we just didn't have that same edge to us that we've showed up the last 3 games, or even in our win the other day at Army. We had a timeout at I think it was 11:16, and we really challenged the group. And from that point, we won the last 11 minutes of that half. And it showed, I think it showed our guys, okay, when we were playing, when we had some passion, we had our life and energy, we hung with them. We won the half, and we were playing really well. We could really score. We got stops. I thought we did a really good job coming out of the second half and just competing, kind of back to what we've been and playing our style, our system. Ultimately, the offensive glass was the biggest factor, in this game. They had 16 offensive rebounds. Their size, their physicality, we just don't have that, and we're trying to figure out a way, find a way, compete 5 guys to the glass, box bang. But when you've got size and the Big East, legitimate, really good forwards, and some of the top forwards in the country that they have, they just wore us down and were able to rebound over top of us and through us. But 16 offensive boards. I think they had 23 second chance points. We lose by 24. There's obviously you're not going to clean the glass completely, but if you can remove a handful of those points, off the glass, this is a 10-point game, even tighter than that. Especially, and I think overall though we found a way to score 76 points. We shot 53% from the floor, 48% from 3. Against one of the better teams in the Big East, who's going to be really good this year. So there's a lot of good to take away. There's a lot of really good from our group here that, I think we showed that we can play. We can play. It was a really good ball game for a long stretch. They were just, better than us and bigger and stronger, and it showed today. So, just proud of our guys, the fight, especially as we got going and woke up. And a lot of guys, Max had 14 tonight, Shamir 15, 5 threes right there. Thatcher had 12. Isaiah Burnett 10, Andrew Sims 11, and the scan report is now there that teams are legitimately scouting and trying to figure out how to stop us and guard us, and our guys can play, and I think we're going to be tough regardless whoever we play. But credit to Providence, Coach Cooley, Stonehill alum who's become a good friend and a mentor, and they got a really, really good team. Excited to watch them. Excited to watch Coach Cooley, through the season and to see how they do. And obviously for us, we'll keep working. We play Holy Cross here in a couple days and get ready to compete. Yeah, we're excited. I think playing here tonight, just excited to be here, and then we'll head down to Fordham, play Holy Cross, play Illinois, Chicago, and then Fordham in that event, the Tom Kochelski Classic, his memorial tournament. And Tom, if you know who he is in the basketball world, he's, one of the best, the godfather basically of basketball. And it's an honor, I think, for myself personally, playing in this event, playing in Tom's tournament in his memory. So we're going to try to leave it all out there and compete just as Tom would want us to, as he was watching, through all the recruiting world with him, but get to play, Holy Cross. That Stonehill and Holy Cross will be one of the first matchups in a long time, or maybe ever. I'm not exactly sure. But it'll be really good to play those guys and just see how we do. But we'll try to recover from this. I know our guys are sore, banged up after banging against the Big East team, and we get ready to play here in a few days. I think it's awesome, for 2 Stonehill alums. Coach Cooley's an alum, I'm an alum. You had, the first ever Division I matchup, and you had 2 alums go at it head-to-head. He's got me 1-0. It's my job to figure out a way to respond. I hope we're going to get the opportunity to play again. I'm sure we will over the years, but he's been great to myself. He's been great to our school, to our program. There's obviously, we named a scholarship in his honor for a student to come to Stonehill, for everything he's done, for our program, the school, the community, his community. It's just fantastic. So it was an honor to play these guys, excited to be on the floor with them, to share this light. And you had 2 Stonehill alums, 2 Stonehill basketball players coaching here at the Division I level. It's pretty neat.
Obviously very happy with, with the win. I don't think there's ever a bad win. There's some things that, we're going to have to improve on to be the team we want to be. I've always said offensively, I think we have some talented men out there. We're still building our identity defensively. A little frustration out there on the defensive end. But that's kind of the culture of college basketball. with so many moving pieces. You got to give Stonehill a lot of credit. I thought they moved the ball well when we were scouting them over the last couple of days. You know, their ball movement is really, really impressive. And I was happy for them. I was obviously a little upset the way we guarded them, but being an alum of the school, I'm very proud of them. I'm excited for their future. I think the coach is doing an unbelievable job. I think he's done a great job. I mean, he has a hell of a schedule. He has a demanding schedule, and I'm looking forward to watching them continue to build their program. Us, wow, that was a little different. I thought we'd have a little bit more pop defensively. Like I told you, offensively, we have some good pieces. But we'll get better. We'll get better. I'm frustrated today, but at the end of the day, you got to win the game and move forward. You know, you can't dwell on it. We'll get better. Well, the scholarships and the parents' names, that raised me, right? And I'm more proud of that than anything, right? Because it's about giving back. And I think philanthropy goes a long way where you can change other people's lives. I'm appreciative they gave me a scholarship to go there for 5 years. I wasn't the brightest one in class. It probably took me 9 years. They gave me a break. And to see how far the school has come, I'm very proud in their diversity efforts because it wasn't as diversified when I was there. So I'm grateful for that, to see that young men and women feel like they belong in the world of diversity, equity, and inclusion. I think it's important to talk about that, and many people shy away from it. I think they're headed to do the right thing, and you know, to play against them, I mean, it's no melancholy playing against somebody. After the game, good for them, but when we play against anybody, the job is to win. That's the job, you know, and hopefully they win every game from here moving forward. I wasn't feeling it. It just was another opponent. Like, I didn't feel that, you know. I've been doing it a long time now, you know, 29 years. It's a lot of games that have been played. I just look at the other bench. This is another team, right? I don't give a damn who they are. They're just an opponent we're trying to beat. And we're trying to get our players better. I didn't look at it that way. What I am excited about is to see some of my former teammates who are here, some of my former housemates who are here, some people we went on Christmas break with, and, you know, those are the times that I cherish, all their families, seeing their children. That, to me, is, I can't believe we're parents knowing what I know about when we were in college, and we'll keep that under the hat. You know, ooh.